So welcome back to the vlog. We are at Talacre this week, at Talacre lighthouse. Beautiful lighthouse. I've got this when it like pre-painted. Someone's bought it and painted it up, but I've took shots of this years ago when it was all dilapidated. I'll put those shots on the screen for you, how it used to look. So I've come here, the tide's at its highest at the minute, so I'm just waiting for the tide to go out, and then I'm going to start taking some shots of the old landing stage or the old walkway that went out to it. I will put the telephoto on now and try and get some long exposures of the sea around it, but we'll jump into that in a minute, and when the tide's out a bit more I'll get closer to it. So down on the beach, the water is receding so fast. I've got the camera set up the 80 to 200, and that's given us a shutter speed, or it was when the camera was on. It's given us a shutter speed of 200ths of a second f13. I'll just take another shot just to show what I'm taking. That's the exposure we're on, so I'm trying to keep it quite minimal. I don't want to smooth the water out. I want to keep texture in the water, because we've got the stones in the foreground, textured water, the lighthouse as the subject, and then the moody clouds in the background. So I'm on the 80 to 200 now, but I will be switching to the wide angle 1635. In a portrait format, there's like a landing stage that goes out to the lighthouse. It's all broken. It used to be like the platform to get people out. That looks cool on a wide angle with the water around it, and all the algae on it and stuff. So I'm going to take that shot in a minute when the tide goes out. As you can see, it is receding fast. The rain seems to be holding off as well, so fingers crossed, should be able to get the rest of the vlog out of this. So I'll get back to you when this tide's gone out a bit. I might just have a sit and have a break for half an hour, wait for this tide to go out, and then we'll get down there. Right, so the water's not quite out to the little landing stage, pontoon, whatever you call it yet, but I've got these like slabs in the foreground. So I'm in a portrait. I've got the Lee 0.9 soft grad on for the sky, get it a bit more moodier, and I've got a 0.9 Lee ND on just to smooth the water a touch, but not too much. And I've got these in the foreground now. I'm taking this shot 1.6 seconds f13, and it is looking nice. I will put that one on now. But I've got too much beach in between me and the lighthouse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend the legs, which is going to reduce the amount of beach between the rocks and the lighthouse. Now, I'll take the same shot, the same settings, and I'll put that one on the screen and you can see what the comparison is. The second one without as much beach will be a lot more pleasing to the eye, because there's more elements in the frame instead of a big gap in between. So that's a little tip. If there's too much from the point of view of your eyes, lower your tripod and you'll get much more interesting layers through the scene. So I'm happy with that one. So I'm now going to head down towards, because it's just starting to show, I'll just head down towards the water line and we'll start getting some shots closer. Just a quick shameless plug as well. If you are bored at any point of your life and you want to have a little browse of my images, you can go over to carlphoto365.com and there's a shop on there. You can purchase prints for Christmas. So go and check it out. So just as I'm waiting for this landing stage to appear, I've just noticed this on the beach, the way the lines of the outgoing tide are forming froth on the beach. So thought I'd capture one of those, which I have done. I'll put that on the screen for you. So you can actually see the little landing stage, or the walkway that was, well, it's the foundations, I think, of the walkway, but you can see it now. I just need the tide to go out enough. If I just pan back a bit, I can't get out to it yet. It's probably about 6-7 foot deep out there, so I just need to wait probably another half hour, wait till that tide leaves, and then I'll be able to get out to those stones and capture amazing shots for you. Also, while we're waiting for this tide, which has taken an eternity to go out, I'm going to put up some shots that I've taken over the years from here. Some pre-lighthouse painting. It's been bought and, you know, treated with white paint just to protect it. But I've got some good shots from pre-paint where it's all flaky. It looks so cool. So I'll put those on the screen. And then it came at a nice sunset a few years ago and captured some really, really amazing light. So I'll pop those up now for you. Right, so another thing I've spotted is this reflection in the wet sand. No one's walked on the beach at all. I've literally got it to myself right now, so I'm going to take a shot now with this reflection, and if it's successful, then it's getting stuck up on screen. Okay, so now that we're so close to the water's edge, the sand is sinking, so the tripod is just making its way through the sand. So it's obviously giving really bad exposures on here, like blurred. So to get a nice sharp exposure, you can either do it the Thomas Eaton way, which is throwing CDs down and putting them on that does work. But if you're like me and have forgot CDs or don't even use them anymore, plant your tripod in the sand and just ram it down, and you will find solid sand about that much underneath. So that's rigid now. So when I take my shot now, just line that up. It will come out nice and sharp. The camera is set up. And that's the composition, which is basically that. It's looking moody, minimalistic. The light's horrendous, it's overcast, but I just love photography. I'm out here no matter what the weather, I don't care about the light. The light does make for amazing shots, but when the light's not happening, then it's just practicing compositions for me. I just like being out in nature anyway, so I'm happy to be out no matter what the conditions. But I'll put the shot on, and I'll put the comparison shot on from last year again, just to show you what light can actually do at this location. Right, so this is the remains of the pontoon, the landing stage, whatever you want to call it, the jetty. So this is what I'm shooting now. So we've got the jetty on an angle there, and I'm basically shooting it just to the right of frame. I'll take that shot, and then I'm going to take the exact shot you're looking at, and I'll pop the two on the screen. Right, so it has revealed itself. So that is what I'm now shooting. I'm just going to take a few compositions of that. It's the sand is very sinky, or soft. Soft is the word, Carl, you idiot. The sand is very soft. So I'm not trying to stand still for too long. But yeah, it's looking really good. I know the light's not great, but I'm going to do some cheeky photoshopping on it, and I'll show you the end result. Right, so believe it or not, this is the exact shot that I've been after for the last 3 hours, but I've got it now. The light in the background is mottled. That's a kind way of saying it's crap, but I've got a polarizer on to take some of the sheen off the rocks, and I've got a 0.9 grad on for the sky. And that's all I've got. I'm not using anything else. The water in the background is textured, but I don't care about that. When I'm using an ND, it's making it too muddy. The tones, losing the tones in the scene, so I've took that out. I've got all these amazing different coloured rocks leading us to the lighthouse. And I am extremely happy with this shot. So without further ado, I'll pop it on for you. Right, so that's it from Talacre Lighthouse. Absolutely awesome lighthouse. As I've shown, the conditions haven't been that great, but the images, some have come out good, especially the last few. I'm happy with the way the last images came out. So thanks for watching. Pop down here, let me know how you found it in the comments. Give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed already, then please do, much appreciated. And I'll see you next week.